Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Your 20s in the 2020s. I'm Manal. You guys know Zed, but today we have a new guest. This is Anusha. Say hi, Anusha.
Hi,
um,
everybody.
Anusha works in PR and she's also a social media influencer. So, how has that been for you recently, Anusha? She's also in her 20s, by the way, guys. Just to make that
That's
clear.
going to
Yeah,
be a prerequisite for everybody that comes on this show. We're all
Yeah.
going to be in our struggling 20s.
Yeah.
I've been working since I was probably like 19, 18 or 19, but like a full-fledged corporate job started back in like 2024 when we all graduated. And yeah, it's been a roller coaster since then, but I've also had like an Instagram blog, influencer, content creator. There's so many terms for it now. But that's what I do on the side, and I feel like everybody needs some sort of creative outlet to, keep themselves sane if they're doing like a 9 to 5 job. What do you guys think?
Fair enough. I mean, I'm on the more of the creative aspect, anyways. Zed is not that much in it. And also, we touched upon it in the last episode that he hates social media.
Yeah, bro.
So,
Which is so paradoxical since considering what we're doing right now. But I guess the
And
reason why
also,
I
like,
like
it's
this
a need
version.
of the time. Like,
Yeah,
not even if you don't want to be on social media, you don't want to use it as much, you still have to. Like, there's no other option.
I
true,
completely agree.
true,
Yeah.
true. And it's quite interesting because I personally think that I hate social media, but Zaina believes that I am chronically online. So I don't know. I don't
Yeah,
really
every
know.
time I do send you a reel, he responds like almost instantly. So you are chronically online.
That's crazy. His friends are going to call him out on that because he probably only responds to you, just by the way.
Oh
His
no,
friends are going to get
exposed.
mad on that statement. Just be ready, sir.
Exposed.
So, so how did you kind of feel getting into the whole social media world? Did you feel like this was something that you thought you were gonna do? Like, do you find it enjoyable? Was it like something you look to see for yourself in the future?
Okay, so when I started out, it was so random. I was literally on the toilet seat and I was like I made an account, but I never made it public. So like
Hmm.
it was just an account in my phone and I was like, you know what? Like I think my personal hindrance was I didn't want to be like judged by so many people out there because once you hit that public profile button, there's like so many more eyes on you, right? Like you're fully
Hmm.
accessible to the world. That's something that I struggled with, and I was like, I don't want to do that. But that day, I was like, whatever, let's just post it. I wrote like my first post, a basic introduction, and I think I did this back in 2022. So it's been 4 years. So I did it and I had a lot of creators that I was watching at the time, but I was like, I do want to have like an outlet where I could put my life out there.
Hmm.
And the first like point for me was if I get over my fear of being judged by everybody, it's fine. I'm doing this for myself. And I started posting, and then I got a lot of feedback from my friends, and they all loved it. They all saw me doing social media at some point or the other, like be it like my old school friends or people who I met in uni after I made an
Hmm.
account. Everybody like they saw me taking pictures and videos all the time and documenting my life, and everybody would suggest me to have an account, and then I did it, and then everybody loved what I was putting out there. It was like a slow process. Like I'm not a big creator, even if it's been like 4 years. It's a very
She caps
saturated
on bro. She's
space
pretty
at this
big. She's
point,
pretty good.
but it's just very fun to do. I get to experiment with a lot of stuff, and yeah, that's how I got into it. Just like on a random Tuesday, and just started
Hmm.
posting.
I feel like these days that's kind of like how a lot of people just get into some passion that they want to do. Because, like, your day to day is so busy, and sometimes it's maybe not something you necessarily enjoy, that your brain just automatically wants you to do something separate. At least that's how it was for me for a lot of projects I've done. Even the podcast was a random conversation me and Zed had, and then it just
Literally.
materialized like 2 weeks later.
And
So,
like I think we can really relate to the part where Anusha said it was literally it just happened. Like she just decided to do it on a whim because that's exactly what we did as well. We didn't give
mhm,
ourselves too much time to like think about it or question it or like go over it in our heads, and we were just like, you know what, let's just do it. And that's
yeah.
exactly how we started it as well.
And I feel like the more you like, the more thought you put into something, like too much thought to a point where it
The more
gets to
you
like
doubt
you're
it.
over analyzing. Yeah,
Yeah,
it just
yeah,
gets,
yeah, yeah.
it becomes very doubtful. And then the more you analyze it, and I think sometimes when you get ideas on a whim, you should act on it instead of like dwelling about it, because one, it either never happens, or like, yeah, you just don't end up doing it.
Yeah,
Yeah, 100%.
100%.
And I feel like at the end of the day, like I treat it as like a side hustle. Now, I do think currently, like side hustle culture is a really big thing, at least for like
100%.
our generation. Either it comes out of necessity or it comes out of wanting some kind of passion or excitement otherwise. But I feel like usually it just depends on what you end up doing. Like, I know people with like multiple jobs. I teach on the side on Saturdays. You know, I've got multiple side hustles going for me regardless.
Bro,
And weirdly enough, yes, it gets you busier, but it also, in my head at least, keeps you sane. Do you guys kind of agree with that? Or,
for sure. For
Yeah,
sure.
like I think everybody in our age group, especially, side hustles is like a given. It's like mandatory at this point. Everybody in my age group, like, even if they're like earning a good amount of money, it's not necessarily for a monetary satisfaction purpose. They're just doing it because they want to. And I feel like, I don't know if you guys agree or not, but I feel like having a busy schedule is also something that comes with it, but we enjoy it. I don't know, like, does
I
that
love
work
it.
the same for you guys?
I
I
love
love
it.
being occupied. Like, I don't want to
Same.
have too
It's
much
the
like
best.
free time in my life. Like, no, I want to have my calendar decked out, you know?
Yeah.
and then there's old people saying that kids don't do too much these days.
Yeah, no, that's bullshit, bro. Yesterday I promised myself that I would take one day where I would just take it easy and rest.
Hmm.
And I started being feeling so understimulated. I just started doing push-ups and squats just next to my bed. And then 30 minutes after that, I got up and I just got on my laptop because I couldn't do it. It was so annoying. I had things I knew I had to work on in my head. I couldn't pause for like more than 4 hours, 5 hours.
Yeah, that's kind of how it is. As much of I think that it's a positive thing to have side hustles and stuff, I do think it does stem from the fact that we see so many people around us doing so much that you always feel like you want to keep doing more, otherwise you're not doing enough. So it's like in my head now, like I'm grateful for all of those side hustles, but quite legitimately, like people use these as reasons for benefits, and they're like, okay, if I'm not doing this, then I'm genuinely not doing enough to progress in whatever workflow I'm in or whatever passion I want to pursue, etc. So I do think that the lack of rest is not necessarily a good thing, because I also don't rest as much.
Yeah.
But I feel
Yeah.
like maybe some people have a balance out to it. I don't. I crash maybe once every 2 weeks and then I continue on. So I don't know. I feel like Zed, you probably also don't rest that much considering you were squatting yesterday.
No, and it's a Sunday. I've also actually been up since 8 a.m. because I can't sleep more. I fell asleep around, it's crazy for a Saturday night, but I fell asleep around like midnight, I think, 11,
Mhm,
30, 12, and I just woke up at 8 because I was like, okay, I'm done sleeping. What do I do now?
mhm.
So yeah,
And
it's very hard for me even on the weekends to take it easy. Another reason why I've started working a lot harder than I used to is because I kind of hate my job now. So I like doing other stuff.
he's on a different tangent, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anusha, do you like your job?
I love my job actually. I really like it. So I started working in sales. I did my internship before graduation also in sales. So that was more of like a data thing, was a strategy thing, ops and logistics. So I did that. And then when I started my career, I also started in sales, but it was field sales, right?
Hmm.
From the get-go, like a few months in, I feel like I realized that this was not my calling at all. And like the entire organization became aware of that, because we were very open with like feedback, and it was also like a management training program. So like there was a lot of flexibility and liberty for you to like experiment if you want to, right? So I decided like this is not my calling. I don't want to do sales for the rest of my life. And so I pivoted into communications and PR and public affairs. So my sister was already working in PR and comms at a different organization, and I always looked at her work and I was like, this
Shout
sounds
out
fun.
Joey, bro.
Yeah. Shout out to Joe, always being an inspiration. And then I was like, this is something I want to do. And fast forward like a month in, right after my management training period ended, I switched to communication. So we have a really small team. Like if you're part of the team, you're the only person responsible for your project. Like there's full autonomy. It's not like you're only assisting somebody, but you get like full fledged projects to execute. And I fully dived into that. And there was so much learning and like my team was great. So overall, I love what I do. Do
Hmm.
I think that maybe I would pivot maybe like 5 years from now or 4 years from now? I think there is a tendency because I feel like our generation, we can't just stick to one thing, right? Like we talked about
100%.
side hustles. It's like even if it's like a career shift, we're open to that. We're not going to be
Hmm.
like, oh, acha, if I did BBA or if I did marketing or if I did economics or if I did finance, I'm going to like be tunnel vision and do that. I've seen so many people who graduated with a social sciences degree who work in HR or who work in finance. Like there's
Hmm.
nobody who is just sticking to one path. There's always like room for people to pivot and shift their career, which is
Yeah.
something that I also experienced when I did to move from sales and to comms. And it's so refreshing. Like I'm so glad I did that because I feel like if I hadn't made that leap, I would just still be doing like sales or a career that I didn't enjoy. And the more work experience you have in a certain department, the more you get like stuck down into it, and then when you're applying to other opportunities, it doesn't like maybe you get those opportunities because you've always been working in a certain department and you have your area of expertise in that. So
Yeah.
pivoting is important, but then also alongside that, you also need some relevant experience, and you can't get that if you're just like doing your 9 to 5. For example, if you're into marketing, so you can you can handle somebody's social media account, or you can do a course online. There's so many opportunities which make pivoting your career a more accessible opportunity than it was a few years ago, I think.
What do you think even is the concept of a dream job? What we're sold at university or societally, like, is it even real? Does it
I
even
was gonna
exist? Is it
ask
a
like the
thing?
same kind of thing. So don't
Yeah.
even worry about it, bro. We're on the same wavelength on that aspect. Because but I do think before Anusha you start, it is more in my head. Like I feel like now the notion of a dream job isn't necessarily a job itself, but I feel like it's a passion or it's an overarching term these days. It's like a field that I want to be in, or a type of workplace that I want to be in, or a schedule that I want to be in. There's so many things that constitute now as what you want in life more than just that
Right.
one word. But yeah, go on.
Oh, true.
I feel like the word dream job are very subjective to me in my own personal definition. But to simple it down, I think it's just your dream job should be anything that you enjoy doing. Like it can be a part-time job. It can be like something you do over the weekend, or maybe you work like 5 days a week. If it's a job or if it's any type of work that you enjoy, then that's your dream job. And it can change. It's allowed to change. Like, for example, if I'm doing comms and PR right now and I think it's my dream job, but maybe 3 years from now I don't enjoy it and there's another dream job. I think in my personal opinion, I think we can't limit a dream job to be just one certain thing or a job that you want to do. But it's very open ended now. Like it can change and it should just simply be something that you enjoy doing.
Yeah.
100%.
I also feel like, like earlier, even for me personally, I always used to think that like the number one thing, for example, with regards to a dream job was a really good salary, for example, right? The longer that I've been in corporate, I've realized that money probably has the least amount of value to add to the concept of a dream job. Like, obviously, it's super important that money makes the world go round, but
Money
with regards
moves,
to, yeah, money moves, money talks, bro.
money talks.
But I could be making a shit ton and I could still be miserable, is what I found.
100%.
Exactly.
A lot of people are. I feel like, at least, like, when I talk about it with my parents and stuff, a lot of people from the generation above us, let alone even now, I know people who haven't been able to do the jobs that they wanted to do, whether it be for money reasons or their families didn't let them pursue a certain dream, etc. A lot of them don't seem happy. A lot of them have forced it to become their passion because it's their only route. or
Yeah.
they just have to live through it being like, okay, well, at least the salary is good, so my passion stems towards my family then, or my friends, or my partner. Like, that's what I spend my time on, and that's what I enjoy, not my work, which inherently, logically, nowadays, that's the difference now with our generation, is we do strive a little more for a better workplace environment, stuff like that. It's because you are spending like 70% of your week at work.
It's your
Like,
second
Right.
home. Yeah.
yeah, so you necessarily want it to be at least a slightly decent fucking place. Otherwise,
Bearable. You'd want it to be bearable.
yeah.
You
Yeah.
know?
So so those things like
For
now
sure.
don't necessarily even come in as dream, but they come in as prerequisites. Like for me, my workplace is really positive. Like the people there, I love them. The space, I love it. Like genuinely, I'm happy to be there when I'm there. Like I like talking to my boss and my coworkers, etc. And it makes things a lot easier because even if the work isn't necessarily sometimes the most enjoyable or things are harder, at least you're around people that can push you to do it. Humans are social beings. If you're around people who don't necessarily like to socialize or enjoy the space or enjoy the work and it's constant negative energy that you're going to get, you're not necessarily going to like it. So it has, I think, changed to a prerequisite more than a dream in that aspect, I'd say, for a lot of people. Maybe
Yeah.
some people are less of like, okay, well, if it's decent enough, I'll take it kind of a thing. There's always levels to it and everyone's preferences are different. But I do think, at least what I see nowadays, people quite literally strive for that as well because they're like, if I'm working in this space for years, I might as well have a slightly positive space around. Dream jobs itself, man, I don't know. For the longest time, Lego was my dream job. I've applied there 13 times. I've got rejected 13 times, but we still
Down.
keep trying.
Down.
We still keep moving.
Determination.
I'd say that notion was still more prevalent when I was in like university. I was like, this is my goal, this is whatever. Now it's quite dissipated. It's definitely like there's so many things that fill in that gap, or there's so many things like now my dream job is working for myself. Like
Yeah.
that's what
For
I
sure.
view my future as. Like I want
For
to
sure.
work for myself and continue that. But then there's so many little aspects of it, right? So I just don't think that there's one thing anymore that fits the circle of dream job, in my opinion. Now,
True.
if
I
I'm
completely
close
agree.
to it or if I'm getting there, I don't know. I feel like everyone in their 20s is at that weird phase of trying to figure out what even is what they want to do before they actually pursue it. Maybe Anusha and I, for example, like Anusha, you switched things after university. Zed, also you switched things after university. I am constantly switching things on a day-to-day basis in the same field. So like that just keeps changing. But I feel like then usually like dream job comes as a latter perspective than no.
For sure.
Yeah.
And I think it's a culmination of things. It's not a finite list, so to speak.
100%.
Right? Like, I think more than a dream job, I would rather have potentially multiple different things that would simply just make me feel a bit more fulfilled than any
Mm-hmm.
singular
Yeah.
job could make me feel. So I think that that's what it is for me. I don't know. It's a bit abstract. It's hard to explain, especially considering that
Mm-hmm.
I haven't figured it out myself. But that's a bit on the lines of what I think about it.
100%. But yeah,
Well, why don't you ever disagree
Anusha,
with me? You
if
should disagree with me sometimes. We
bro,
should
we're
have a
just on the
podcast
same
fight.
wavelength.
We should have
It's
a
a
podcast
podcast
fight.
fight.
Yeah.
I feel like once we get into like juicier, different kinds of episodes, you never know. Yo, guys, he ghosted me for 3 months. We'll bring that up. Don't worry.
Yeah,
We'll bring
that's
it all up.
Three
dig up the
months?
whole history.
Yeah,
I would say
twice.
2 years.
2 years. Yeah, even worse. Even worse. But yeah, going back to that thing, Anusha, how does it feel, at least with your side hustle and your current job? Like, do you feel like you've navigated, I don't know, your life enough on that aspect? Or do you feel like there's always more that one could do? Like, are there days that you're confused about it? Like, do
Every
you
day
always
I'm
wonder what
confused.
if?
So like one, I feel like your 20s, you're just never 100% sure about anything, right? Like there's very few things that you're 100% sure about, right?
Mm.
Preach.
And terms of like my side hustle, one 100% I'm sure that this is what I want to pursue and I want to keep doing. But would I want to ever do it full time? I don't know because like with content creation, it's not a guaranteed stable income
It's
situation,
not
right? Like one
consistent.
month you have, it's not consistent. Exactly.
Yeah.
So I'm also doing like my 9 to 5 because I know like I like the work and I'm also getting like a paycheck at the end of the month and it's a good amount of money and that suffices
Mhm.
for me. But then there's also this creative outlet that I want to use and I get so many new opportunities from that and I don't want to let that go at all. So like both of those things go hand in hand, but then it also creates a big dilemma in my in my head because obviously trying to balance both of these things side to side is so hectic. It's so chaotic.
Mhm.
Like for
For
example,
sure.
like this weekend, so I had to like film a video for this brand and I asked my sister to like come hug me and like make my video, and then I did that, and then post work I edited it, and then I sent it to the agency, and she was like, you know, it needs edit. And
Mhm.
then I was like, oh no, now I need to like do this again tomorrow. And then I filmed it yesterday, and then I edited it before I had to like go out and meet my friends, and then I sent it. Then I got feedback today, and like it's like constantly on the go. Like even my weekends are the same. Like right after this, I have to film another video for a brand and then I have to edit it and share it before tomorrow morning. So like my weekends are most like my Monday to Fridays are fully work and then right after work ends I'm usually editing a video or like I'm posting something and like it can't also be too late. Like if I get free at 6 p.m., I need to post before 9 p.m. or nobody's like using social media. There's like you have your insights where it's like, oh, this is your peak hour time and you need to post at
Oh
this
my
time. And I'm
god.
like, can I breathe? Can I breathe? Like I
Oh my
just got
god.
done with work. Now I need to think about what I'm gonna post today and I need to edit it and like it needs to be trendy, it needs to be relevant, it needs to be posted on time.
Yeah.
Like I need the perfect audio for it and like a fully created post all while being up since 9 a.m. and then going till 6 and then doing that. So
Yeah,
like,
I remember
but
this
you
one
know,
time. I remember
yeah.
this one time that Anusha, I don't know, this is like a while back. It's like a year and a half back. I called her. It was like 8 or 9 p.m. on a work night. Okay. And this is back when she was still working in sales. So she was going through it. Okay. This woman was going through it. And I called her
Okay,
and
well,
I asked her what's up and like what she's doing. And she shows me this entire list of content related shit that she has to do. And I was like, when are you going to sleep? And she was like, I don't know, maybe like 3, 4 a.m. And you best believe she was up at 9 the next morning to go to work. And I was like, wow, that's crazy. That's insane.
Yeah, bro.
it's insane,
That's
yeah.
how it is. Like currently, because like I post content for my portfolio reasons on both my personal and then this is also content stuff that like we edit and stuff for
Hmm.
for our podcast. So it's quite literally like I'll be messaging Zed and he'll be like, okay, so like when is this happening? And then I'll be like, yeah, while I'm commuting to work, that's when I'll sit and edit this podcast. And then once I'm on the way back from work, I'll listen to it so that I know that it's
Yeah.
done correctly.
Props to
So it's
Manal, bro.
it's quite literally
I
having to
could never
fix.
do this without her. I
So
honestly,
I know
true.
he can't.
I would never.
He doesn't have skill set for
I
it.
straight up.
I have to
Most
do.
people can't even use their phone while they're commuting because it gives them like motion sickness and nausea. So
Nah, bro.
And also,
Motion
like, I'm
sickness
driving,
hates
bro.
to see me coming. Hates to see me coming. It's not happening.
I have to drive. I can't use my phone either. I'd probably end up dead.
yeah.
Yeah, true. Imagine Zed editing a podcast mid driving. It's like, this is bullshit.
And
This is
His
five
this.
seconds,
car would
and
be
5 seconds
total.
later, I'm just upside down. Anusha knows something about
Yeah.
Hey,
that.
that would be a good story to tell.
He's on
Wouldn't
the
be
other
the
side of the
first
road.
time.
Just he'll call me right there. He's gonna be like, record now, Manal. Record now. Oh my days.
Oh
But no,
god.
it is quite literally like that. I feel like because schedules are so busy, like as much as I love the stability of a full-time job currently, it's like you genuinely do not have that much time in the day to do so many things apart from like
Right.
you really have to make in the effort to fit things, which is why I also think that yeah, maybe side hustles aren't for everyone. Like I see some of my friends like who'll do a 9 to 5 just like me, but like at 6 p.m. they're exhausted. They don't leave the house. They are like
Yeah.
done for the day. They're like only see me on weekends and stuff. And you know, fine, I respect that. But for me, like I'm the opposite. I'm like I'll go train for 2 hours, 3 hours after my work. I'll come home at like 9:30, and then I'll like do some more work and continue. Is it the healthiest? No, because maybe my sleep is struggling. But I just think that even when you want to fit in like one thing you like, your normal job, and then maybe one side hustle, it is quite hard, I
And
would
then
It's
say.
a
you
I
pair
lot.
think we
that
are.
with
And
living alone, like which all three of us
yeah,
do. So we have to cook,
yeah.
clean, um, take care of your health yourself. So probably, like you said, go to the gym or train, whatever. Don't fuck with Manal, bro. She does
And then
MMA.
have a social
Uh,
life.
Yeah, and have a decent
and have a
social life,
social
bro.
life. Yeah,
Like
it's insane.
my
It's
my
insanity.
neighbors probably don't like the fact that I vacuum at 11 p.m., but it's the only time I get to vacuum. Like I don't really have a fucking
Yeah.
option. So it's I feel like that thing of like us feeling like we're not doing enough. Like sometimes I look at it from another person's perspective. I'm like, bro, I'm actually doing way too fucking much. Like, I don't
Yeah.
know. Have you guys ever tried looking that way? Because I feel like I do it quite a bit. Because sometimes I will get into my head and I'm like, no, I'm not doing enough. This isn't it. Like, I need to do more. I need to add more stuff to my schedule. But
I
inherently,
always think I'm not doing
from
enough.
a
It's a perpetual struggle for me. I never think I'm doing enough. I
Yeah,
work
same.
myself to
Like
the bone.
I
no,
also
Go
man, you
never
ahead.
guys
think
have to
I'm
look
doing
at
too
each
much.
other on a different footing at that point. Like, trust me, I know, at least being in the UK, I know a lot of people, who are bums, not naming names, and then also people who just do one thing. And it works for them. But then it
Yeah.
also makes me understand that we are still part of the smaller percentage that does more than just one thing. Like, quite
I
literally,
get it.
even though it is more on social media, like it's more normalized to have side hustles, you'll find pages that will literally be like, we're selling this course so that you can add a side hustle into your day to day and you can earn like this much money and stuff. Drop shipping, this, that, whatnot.
Oh my god.
Like it exists. Um,
Uh-huh.
so people market on it. But I think that's just because that's fed to us that we think it's more common, but it genuinely isn't. So, kudos to both of you and myself on the fact that we do more than just our day to day. And then also, like, that's yes, the world has kind of made us do that. Like, in our parents' time, that wasn't necessary. I feel like a lot of parents just did one job and called it a day, really. Because at least, like, pay was good, lifestyle was good, things were good. Now it's a bit
Things
different.
were
Now you do have to do
cheaper.
a little bit more.
Things were
Things were
cheaper.
cheaper. Yes,
Living costs were
things were
lower,
way cheaper.
holistically. Yeah.
Yeah, 100%. But then I also think that still today, not everyone is doing that. So, I mean, I'd say just remember that sometimes, guys. Come on.
There's a thing I was saying to Zed like some time ago, and I was like, the one recurring thought in my head is wasted potential. I feel like we are confident enough to know our capabilities and our potential to do something more, to do something big, to do something better. That the thought of us not doing that is like just
Oh
it
my
Oh, yeah.
really
god.
bothers me. Like,
It's
yeah,
horrifying. It's terrifying.
like even if I'm doing a lot and like I'm doing good for myself, but like then I see other people they're starting their own business like at an age younger than me, or like they have like this new business that they opened up which is soaring heights, but I'm like I have the potential to do that and yet I'm not. So that's something that eats away at me sometimes. So then also like you can't compare your journey to somebody else's who's lived a
Hmm.
completely different life than you have and trust in your own capabilities or something. But like you can't always like compare your own journey to somebody else's. I feel like.
True.
No, I
True. I
agree.
promise myself I'm not gonna say shit about social media in this episode. So y'all take over right here. I'm just gonna listen, and I promised myself
No,
I
I
wasn't
mean,
gonna go on a rant about LinkedIn again.
okay, okay,
Oh,
okay.
don't even
Solid.
get me started on LinkedIn. LinkedIn is like
Okay.
Like yesterday, I got so tired of using Instagram and TikTok that I just switched to LinkedIn, and I was
Bad
like, maybe
idea.
I should look for
Bad idea.
inspiration.
Bad idea. Terrible
But
idea.
okay, can we talk about like briefly that? I'm sorry, but like let's talk about this. And like Instagram is so unhealthy sometimes. Like I love TikTok. I've become such a TikTok person because I just have like these New York City girlies on my For You page, and I just love going through their day in their lives. And I also
Yeah.
watch Manal's TikTok very religiously, just putting that out there.
Who's
And
TikTok?
like I just Manal.
Oh, I don't.
Yeah, you
I
don't
I
anything.
don't.
I think you stop using LinkedIn and Instagram and come on TikTok because like it's so much better. Like
I
there's
bro. I'll
I
give
like
TikTok a
consuming content
chance.
on TikTok compared to Instagram.
Yeah, because I feel like now Instagram has become, in a sense, a way a new LinkedIn too. Like it's ways
Bro,
people
back.
advertise themselves, they put in
Oh
their
my god,
job,
that's all it
their
is.
every second business, every second UGC, all of that is there. That's what it is.
Exactly.
People earn a lot of money on it. Yes, TikTok creators earn too, but the whole notion of TikTok is you earning for being yourself. Like you post your content, if they like it, then you like get money out of
Yeah.
it, whatever. And like on my side of TikTok, it is genuinely just people talking about their lives. Like it's people going through weight loss transformations, people posting absolute bullshit dances, like things like that. And
Yeah.
yes, it's brain rot to an extent, but it's sometimes that piece you need because every second Instagram ad I get is like, this is how you can earn money. I invested in this company
And
3 years
like and
ago and
like
now
and
I've
like
earned a lot of money.
every
Let me
day
teach
AI
you
has
how to do
changed this,
this.
AI has changed that, and I'm like, wait,
Yeah.
guys, I'm just
Yeah.
trying to chill.
So
It's the
so
end of
And
my
it's
it's
like
day.
like
the
you
yeah.
constantly feel like you're falling behind. Like, you're not keeping up with the world and you're like in this rat race, but you're just falling behind
Because
every
it's a
passing second.
crazy influx of information that is just being pushed at you, which is a totally valid reason why Zed barely uses social media. Like, it makes fucking sense. I get sick of it and I don't like to surround myself on it. Or I'll
Yeah,
actively
Yeah.
make sure that I've put like a tag on because you can pick on your Discover feed what you want to watch. And then I will only go through like comedy posts or things like that. Because it's like sometimes
yeah,
that's like
Yeah.
in my head, the whole purpose of like social media initially was just a break and a way to just post funny shit and call it a day.
Yeah.
for sure.
That's what Vine was. Musically was dancing. TikTok is also
Yeah.
BS. Instagram
Yeah,
used to be just a way to share pictures, and now it's like this whole business platform. And I totally respect it. I mean, we're advertising this podcast on Instagram, so
Yeah.
I get it. Like I'm, we're
I'm
part of
making
it.
money off of that.
Exactly. So like I completely get the grind of it and I understand it, but it does make it a little bit less appealing
Yeah, and it does get
as an app
overwhelming,
to
which is
enjoy.
like which is pretty natural. Like it can get
Hmm.
very overwhelming, even if you're
Yeah.
using it to create a brand, or if you're using it for like marketing purposes, or you're building your own thing. Like it has its own pros and cons, but like
Yeah.
it can get overwhelming very easily.
yeah. I mean, I just started
100%.
watching YouTube now. I just deal with the ads, but
YouTube shorts. He's an
I
old
started
man
watching
now,
no, not
guys.
shorts, bro. Long form content, like
Okay.
actual videos,
Long form content.
I have
actual
been
100%.
doing the
videos.
same. I am
Yeah,
so like I don't even watch Netflix while I'm eating food. I
same.
watch YouTube. I've
I just watch
become
Shark
so
Tank,
like
bro.
heavy
Every
on
time new Shark
podcasts.
Tank
You
episode,
guys are iPad kids now.
new
You guys
meal,
are
new
I'm
iPad
Shark
such
Tank
an
kids.
episode.
iPad baby.
You guys are iPad kids. That's crazy.
I watch
At least
travel
watch like a
vlogs.
movie or a documentary or some
No, no,
shit,
fuck that,
bro.
bro. Shark Tank
Crazy.
for food is where it's at, guys. If you don't
Fair.
do it, please try it.
Send me a
Please
link.
try it.
Send me a link.
I'll send you a link. I'll
Shark
send
Tank
you
is
a link.
good. Shark Tank is good. I completely agree. But yeah, like we see all of this shit. So of course in our brains we want to be busy then.
True.
Yeah.
No shit, you do all of this and then you see other people doing this or more. And that's kind of the herd will follow. That's usually how it is.
True.
And the case is the benefits still come with the herd. It's like if you are posting and you are doing this, you will earn more money. You will do this. So, like, quite literally, it's very hard to stray. First, the straying used to be people making content on social media
True. I was
or
thinking about
doing
that the
creative
other
stuff.
day.
That was the straying. Now the straying is quite literally getting a job because that's so much harder. Like that, like you might as well do this. Like that whole world
Or
is
just
also
like
very
smash your
saturated.
phone and move to the countryside and get a herd of
Yeah.
cattle
Exactly.
and like
Jump
plant
Norway
some
in में
crops.
जाओ.
calling.
plant some
जाओ
crops.
पिंड में बैठो. Go join them. Go.
Alright, guys, I have a question from you.
Huh.
Uh-huh.
So, what's your downtime like? Like, even if you work in between, what do you prefer doing when you get that little like break from your 9 to 5 or side hustle stuff? How do you like
Zed,
quiet
do you want to go
down?
first?
I don't know. I'll probably just use my phone a little bit and play with my cat, and then I just go to sleep. About it.
Which game are you playing these days? अभी तुमने message किया था.
Yeah,
What game are you playing?
I'm not playing any
कौन सा
games.
game खेल रहे हो तुम?
I'm
You
not
said
playing
I'm
You
gonna
any
go
games.
back
said.
to playing my game.
Oh, Arrow!
There
I
you
play this
go.
Arrow game. I play this Arrow game. True, true,
It's
true,
it's
true,
it-
true.
it's this game that my mother plays as well, and it's
Yeah,
basically like this
No
whole
way.
maze of arrows, and you have to get them all out,
yeah.
like,
They're
and you
like
have
in
to
messed
tap
up
on the right
shapes,
one.
and then guys, it's a good way to unwind. I promise. It's very good for my ADHD.
There's
My
this
mom
game
gives
that you
number
should play.
one stars. Like she gives A stars on that. So
I've
Yeah,
been
you know, I'm on
advertising
like
this
level
game for the
10,000 on
longest
Candy Crush,
time.
bro.
mm,
Does that even exist? 10,000?
Bro, yeah, my mom's on like 15,
crazy.
16,000. It exists, bro.
That's
I promise you
crazy.
it exists.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Let me tell you guys another really good game. Okay, I've been like vouching for it for the past like 2, 3 months, and yet not a single friend of mine has downloaded it. Please give it a try. It's called Yarn Fever. Okay, you can
Yarn
play it
Fever?
offline also. Yarn Fever. Okay, you just have to like match the colors to the boxes that are showing like on the like upper wali side. But like it is so addictive. It's so fun.
Guys,
I'm on level like 250 or something.
guys, I have
But
a
it is
business idea. Listen to me. We should make our
Like,
own
gee,
game.
huh?
We should make our own game and put it on the App Store. I will build the game. Just come up with the idea. I swear
Okay.
I'll build it.
Okay, bro. Done, done, done. We'll advertise it using the, you know, when you put a podcast in the background and there's just playing a game like Subway Surfers or whatever.
yeah.
That's how we can do this. Like, that's exactly what it's
That's
gonna be.
genius. It'll be our own podcast too. Whoa. That's
Yeah, pretty
crazy,
much.
bro. That's crazy. That's
Yeah,
insane.
there you go.
That's
But no,
brilliant.
I mean, I'd say my downtime is not mobile games. I mean, mine is the gym or training for like jujitsu, wrestling, all of that. But now I'd look at that as a necessity. So, I mean, today I'm
Same.
going for a movie. I'm going to watch Mortal Kombat 2. So
Nice.
that's
I'm
my
also
downtime.
thinking
Nice.
to go watch
I'm
a
gonna
movie
go play
today.
paddle
And
Finally,
today.
like
that's a game I
myself.
used to play as a kid all the time.
Same.
So I'm actually
Same.
really excited to watch the movie
Same.
because
Cute.
I'm like, oh my God, this is like nostalgic for me. So yeah, so I try to have at least one or two social events a week. And I try not to think about
Wait.
work.
Manal. Scorpion or Sub-Zero?
Sub-Zero.
Oh,
Come on.
I don't know what
Of course
those
I was gonna
are.
pick Sub-Zero. Of
no.
course. But my favorite character is Melina.
I don't remember who that is.
The one who eats people's faces.
Oh, that one. I remember
Yeah.
her now. And the fatality.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Yeah. She was asking for the characters just for like
Contact, yeah.
context. But yeah, so it's like I'll try to at least do something at downtime, but then it's also like social battery. If you do like parties, stuff like that, then it kind of drains it. So I try to do something that is calmer as well because there's obligations that I have to go to, like birthday parties, events, things like that, which I don't
Yeah.
necessarily look at as downtime. But then it's like, okay, you know, going for a movie or going for like a nice lunch with one other person or something like that, it helps me breathe for sure.
Yeah.
And with that, we're at the end of this podcast. Thank you, Anusha, for joining us today. It was really
Thanks a
nice
Thank
lot,
to
you
have a
for
Anusha.
conversation
having
with you.
me. It was
Of
so
course,
fun.
of course.
First
And
podcast
Always.
check.
yeah, and this was another episode of Your 20s in the 2020s with Saad and Manal and our special guest, Anusha.
Thank
All
you
right,
guys.
see you
Bye,
guys.
guys.
Bye. See you.